Welcome to Old Mission San Juan Bautista. It was founded June 24th, 1797 by Father Firmin de Lassuen. This mission was one of the 4 established by Father Lassuen that summer of 1797 and the 15th of the 21 missions in Alta California. Father Junipero Serra. He started all the missions. Located near Gilroy, the mission was built along San Andreas Fault, suffered major damage in the 1906 earthquake, and the walls weren't fully restored until 1976. The El Camino Real. This is the El Camino Real, the path that connected all the missions. This is how the Spanish would get up to the mission San Juan Bautista. This is the mission cemetery. Over 1,200 Indians worked here, and 4,300 are buried here. There is also the grave of Ascension Solizano, the last pure-blooded native of this mission.
Go.
This is where the missionary people would come to, just forget about everything they did. The gardens were the center of activity. Here were learned the skills of carpentry, tanning, weaving, and candle making. The present museum rooms were once the priests' living quarters and workrooms for the natives. Over the years, the rooms were used for mass and storage. These are books from the missions about births, marriages, memories, and deaths.
Oh, yeah.
The most things in the books was deaths. These are the tools that missionaries would use to make horseshoes, stirrups, and even nails. They don't look that sharp though. So this is their dining room. This is where they eat. Yeah. This looks like a sitting room where they probably just sat and talked. And someone probably played music at that piano right there. These are some of the vestments the priests wore for Mass. Some of them came from China, Russia, and Venice. In June 1803, the cornerstone was laid for the present church. With 3 naves or aisles, it became the widest of all mission churches. This is where they held Mass. In fact, they just held one right before we walked in. Now this is continuous, so they can keep spreading Catholicism. Interior completion of the church continued through 1817 when the floor was tiled and the main altar was completed by Thomas Dulac, an American sailor who jumped ship in Monterey and painted them in exchange for room and board. It was dedicated on June 23, 1812. Padre Esteban Tapis is buried in the sanctuary of the church. He was at one time Presidente of the mission, and he is the founder of Mission Santa Ines. This is where they used to baptize people. As you can see that picture, that guy's being baptized. And look at the pretty bird. As you walk through the church, please note the animal prints and the tiles which were made while the tiles were left outside to dry in the sun. Also note the cat door carved into the rear side of the door. This allowed cats to access at all times to catch mice. Mice were serious pests in the 1800s and eating much of the harvest. Nowadays, the only pest around here is my brother. Now a word from our sponsors. Is your old mare just not hoofing it anymore? Think you can't afford new shoes for your ride? Come get an extreme makeover at the Plaza Stables. With over 16 models to choose from, we can put old Bessie into the right shoes to fit any budget. So come on into the Plaza Stables, serving Alta California since 1874. Plaza was the center of town and served as a work area, parade grounds, corrals for bull and bear fights, and any other purpose which needed a large open space. The Plaza Hall was built in 1868. The site was originally a dormitory for unmarried Mission Indian women and has a children's room with toys from the 1800s. The Plaza Stable was built around 1874 for the stagecoach traffic in town. Has 25 stalls with chutes for feeding the horses from the loft. Has its original weather vane in form of a trotting horse. The Plaza Hotel was originally a guardhouse and barracks for the mission soldiers. The bar room was the first to open in 1856. The hotel rented rooms for $1 to $2.50 per night and has a 2-story outhouse because women did not like to go near the bar room. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Mission San Juan Bautista. I hope you can all visit it someday. Bye! This is the path that all the missions were connected to. The name was El Camino.
El Camino Real.
El Camino Real. This is the El Camino. This is El.
Move your hand.
Think of it this way. We could be. You'll have to do this sometime too.
You look like a big old dork. I mean, just go for it.
This is what the religious guys are.
The dudes.
You said that.
Yeah. This is what the dudes used to wear. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, this is definitely a voiceover.
Spreading Catholicism. I don't know what it is.
Well, what is it? What does it look like?
Dining room.
It looks like a dining room. What did people do in a dining room?
Eat.
Yeah.
The Plaza Hotel was originally a guard house and The Plaza Hotel was originally a guard house for racks. They still do mass here today. And they just held one right after we walked in. Right